Morning. You're listening to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Tom Marquardt, a Chicago designer and president and founder of Marquardt Plus. Tom, how you doing?
I'm great, Kemp. How are you?
I'm good. NeoCon starts tomorrow, and I thought I'd talk to a true Chicago-based interior designer about the outlook for the show this year. First, a little background. You've been a designer for a while, and you do both branding work, product work, and also interior space work. And you've got a background with HDR, HOK, and you're also IIDA leadership, right?
Yes, I'm involved with IID. I'm actually on the board of directors of SBID, which is the Society of British and International Design. Though I am leading the student charrette with Miller Knoll this year, again with IIDA, which is on Tuesday.
I know IIDA has a meeting today, and I think you're headed there now.
Yep.
Catch us up real quick. Tell us about Marquardt Plus.
We've been around for just under 4 decades. You pretty much summed it up. We do design, both interiors and architecture, as well as graphics and communication, and over the years have developed a pretty successful strategy group, a really great team, and have been doing that type of work both for the A&D manufacturing industry and outside of it now for all these decades.
I was looking at your website. It looks like you've even gotten into some of this 3D printing prototype thing. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you put it in front of us and we'll go at it. And I always have someone on my team who's an expert at doing whatever people need. So we figure it out.
So what have you been working on lately?
I've been working with the team over at Carnegie, helping them with some strategy and design work to do a big launch that I can't say, I believe, or I'd get in trouble today. I think you have to go to the showroom for a big launch tomorrow for a world first product, which is really exciting. And they were just wonderful to work with. They're a long-term client. So I've been kind of heads down on that, and ironically doing some strategy work with other design firms. I've been helping collaborate with Joel Berman, who's a long-term client and colleague of mine, and his kind of transformation into the new things he's doing, and a few other practices. And believe it or not, I've got some residential architecture work on the boards, which has been quite a while.
Oh, that's good. And you've been helping Mark Nessler out, too, who's formerly the head of Atlas, and he's now a consultant, right?
Strategies for his consulting work. We actually helped him brand and do the website, and he supports us and we support him as well. It's been really a great long-term friendship and professional relationship.
Yeah, so for a guy who lives in Chicago, here comes the whole national group of interior designers. It's kind of an exciting time to be in Chicago, isn't it?
Yay. Well, it's such a loaded question. I think so many people are just excited to be able to be live again.
Yeah.
For those of us who probably thrive on that as part of our networking and our business development, it's so great not to be on Zoom. So yes, I'm very excited. I think everybody that I've talked to so far, because, you know, for some of us, this starts Friday. I think DIFA was Friday night. I had Joel and Reva Revis here Saturday, and a dinner last night with some designers, and today I go to the IIDA national meeting. So,
are you going to the Reveal Black Tie event this afternoon?
Actually, very good friends of ours are getting married, and I go right from the IIDA event to a boat, and we're going out on Lake Michigan. So there's going to be a big wedding on a boat. So I will go by the mart during the evening, and we will scream at people.
What do you think the participation is going to be as far as attendance at the mart?
Well, that's going to be a really good question. I'm not sure yet. I would say that, you know, because I know people all over the country, including people on my own team, and, you know, just about everybody's going to be here that I know. And that doesn't mean I know 50,000 people, of course. But I think there's probably almost a pressure release for people to say, oh, my God, and trying to get back in connection and looking at what's going on, feeling a little more like they're participating live. So my hope is it will be highly attended. I guess we'll see.
One of our mutual friends, Sashi Khan, is doing one of the keynotes on Wednesday, so that'll be interesting to watch.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, it's really great what I see she's been doing with IFI and just everything that is evolving over there. And it's you know, anything like that is just great for the industry. So I love seeing that she's developing that profile here.
So let me just ask you, one of the detractors from the success of the show has been some folks moving up the street to Fulton Market. What do you think that's going to do for NeoCon long term?
Yeah, that's interesting. I know we've had this discussion before, and, it's a brand that is really the draw to bring thousands of people to Chicago every year for this event, and has really been an epicenter for the furniture and interior products manufacturing industry for, 80 some years. And so I don't see the mark going away. I don't see any big changes there. It's interesting because it's a real estate investment, right? But at the same time, I'm not the powers that be, but my hope is that everybody can play well together, and that maybe from the real estate side, they can look at a way to go with the flow and take advantage of it and make it even a bigger show. And I think that can be done. And of course, I'm speaking as a strategist. If anybody's interested, give me a call.
It's got to work financially, and hopefully they can figure something out, how they can get some of these other real estate companies like Fulton Market to participate. I don't know. Maybe that's the solution. Anyway, if you want to be part of the best of NeoCon or some of these other events, you have to be in the March. So I understand why they do that.
Yep.
So let's talk about your workload. I'm watching the AIA billing index. It looks to be pretty good. So, the design business is going to be busy for a while, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. I have people calling me almost weekly saying, do you know a designer of this skill? Do you know blah, blah. At a certain point, I keep thinking I should just become a headhunter. And so everybody is looking for people. And to me, that indicates everybody's busy. People don't staff up if they think there's going to be a downturn in, a month. All that said, we're very specialized, and we like to really focus on the clients we have. So we've gotten really good at tempering how much work we take on at a certain point in time. Of course, I'm always ready for an exciting new client or challenge, but I would say that we've kind of found that sweet spot right now, which we really like. And for the bigger firms, man, they're just looking for people. So somebody's got tons of work.
Well, Tom, thanks so much for spending time. I know you headed to this meeting. It's good to catch up with you again. Been talking to Tom Marquardt, the president and founder of Marquardt Plus, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.